The Bills absolutely kicked the shit out of the Los Angeles Rams. 31-10. Look, you know me. I love betting.
Yeah.
Big part of what I do here. When you get a very good team at home at an underdog price, you take it. Last night didn't work out. But we had a conversation yesterday, and you said, Adam, Josh Allen, he's the MVP this year.
Yeah.
You want to talk about starting off the campaign on a very, very high note? Honestly, that first interception, not even his fault.
No.
The second one,
arguable. A little bit of both, I think.
Miscommunicate, whatever you want to label it down to, it's fine. But Josh Allen looked
unbelievable.
Like he even took another step forward as a passer. Like he looked way better. Changing plays at the line of scrimmage, changing protection.
Mm-hmm.
He was really developing as a pre-snap quarterback. And that is amazing. He looked great last night.
I think it's the most comfortable I've ever seen Josh Allen, too, to start a season. And you saw it last postseason, how he ended. 9 touchdowns, no interceptions in the postseason, but he still loses. To have a postseason like he did and to still lose in the playoffs to Patrick Mahomes, I mean, it's devastating. But he picked up right where he left off against the Rams. He played pretty well. I mean, you can call it 26 for 31, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You mentioned it, 2 interceptions, 10 carries for 56 yards, had 1 on the ground as well. That's my MVP, man. And I really do. The Bills, I mean, that's a team that could win a Super Bowl. I'll put it like that because we'll get to our Super Bowl picks later. But defensively, the addition of Von Miller is underrated. Because the Bills have never had, and I heard it on the broadcast last night, they've never had somebody you need to focus on defensively and key in on. With Von Miller, you saw it. Everybody else ate. So, the Rams, I'm not going to take two. I get people want to overreact to the Rams and Matthew Stafford. He threw 3 picks last night. But, again, this is week 1. It's very unpredictable. I think it's a reason why Ryan Ermanni has the Lions beating the Eagles. Even though he admits the Eagles are a better team, it is week 1. I'm not going to take too much from it, but you're right, Adam. Josh Allen looked damn good.
I think there's a lot of takeaways from both sides. So we'll start with Josh Allen specifically, since we're on the conversation. Jeff, he was throwing the ball and releasing it at an all-time record. In terms of
what was it, like 2.3 seconds?
2.38 seconds was,
yeah.
I believe, the last time they brought it up on the broadcast. The lowest ever, the quickest ever in his career. Aaron Donald, they couldn't do anything. He was making his decisions before the ball was even snapped. That is such an elite trait that very few quarterbacks have in the NFL. And speaking of quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford didn't look good at all. The Rams looked pathetic. The offensive line couldn't get any push.
Looked like a hangover.
No run game going. Darrell Henderson was just a big block of turd running the ball last night. Tyler Higbee dropped like 3-4 passes. Cooper Kupp is the only legitimate weapon on that offense. And it really had me thinking last night, wow, they miss Odell Beckham. And let's not forget what happened in the Super Bowl. Odell Beckham went down. And what happened? That Rams offense went to shit. It was not good the entire game.
Yeah,
the final drive of the game, obviously, Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford, that connection, it was special all year. It won them that game. But you go through 17 games, and it's only throwing to Cooper Kupp, good luck winning. And you know who should be very happy this morning? Detroit Lions fans. Because they have that first-round pick. And they are one significant injury away from being one of the probably worst teams in the NFL. Because Stafford goes down with any elbow injury. Aaron Donald already said he wanted to retire back in May.
Right.
That got leaked last night. The Rams are in a tricky situation. Is their season over? No, it's not. Should you be happy and you want the higher pick? Absolutely. This is the year to do it. Having said that, they look bad. They look like they missed Andrew Whitworth.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they missed Von Miller. They look like they missed Leonard Floyd. They look like they missed Odell Beckham. And look, for all the Allen Robinson hype, Allen Robinson was a scrub in Chicago last year. He did not have a good season. Yes, I know it was Justin Fields, and it was a tough situation. He was not any good. Mooney was the one on that team. That's pretty sad.
That's another thing you got to bring up too. And at first, it'll be that Rams offensive line because you can't give up 6 sacks, especially to a quarterback like Matthew who's dealing with that elbow injury and expect you to win. I mean, that's the issue. 3 turnovers as well. But another thing, and you brought it up, you need somebody else that you can rely on besides Cooper Kupp. And this might be more of a Matthew thing. You know, he relies more and he's more comfortable throwing it to Cooper Kupp. The guy's open every single play. But, you know, you're hoping you're going to see more of Allen Robinson because this can't be a one-show pony all year. I don't think they can expect to repeat if you're only really receivers Cooper Kupp. Last year, you at least had guys you can count on if Cooper's getting double-teamed. I didn't see it last night, but we'll see. I mean, the Bills' defense is the best defense in the NFL. But
if the Rams want to salvage their season, and again, it's only one game, but Jeff, they need to be able to run the ball this year.
They do.
They didn't do it last year. They got away with it. And again, they were very fortunate last year. We don't talk about it enough. The week they bring Odell Beckham to the team, what happens? Robert Woods went down. If they don't make that move before the deadline, they're not winning the Super Bowl.
No.